How to move from abstract, delusive faith to sincere faith. It got to do with the way you work out your Christian living. Chapter 12. Therefore, my dear friends, as you have always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence. What is Paul trying to say? Now the church of Philippi, you guys, I'm proud of you. And I really give thanks to God for you because you are people who have obeyed the Lord, not because of my presence, but because you have believed. That's why even out of my presence, you obey Him. So these are the born-again people, people who have the new birth. So he is speaking to Christians now, people who are saved. All right? In this context, chapter 2, verse 12. So not only my presence, but much more in my absence. Continue to work out. I say it again. Continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. With fear and trembling. For it is God who works in you to will and to act according to His good purpose. Verse 14. Do everything without complaining or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure. You see, the pure word came out. Children of God without fault in a crooked and depraved generation, in which you shine like stars in the universe, as you hold out the word of life. How are you going to live a life of sincere faith? The key word is work out your salvation. Now listen, it's not work for your salvation. You are already saved. You don't work for your salvation, but you work out. You get me? Work out. I said, for instance, you already have muscles, right? But you got to work out your muscles. Why? You got to maximize it. So the word workout, it simply means bring it to completion. Bring it to completion. So maximize your muscle. So you already have the life in you. Work it out so that it becomes strong. It becomes strong so that it can do what you believe. You get what I mean? So this is your spiritual person right there. Sometimes it's not as if we don't want to obey God, but we are not strong. We are influenced, affected. We are weakened by our flesh, all these things. But what is the next word we want to say? What is the next word here? The fear and trembling. Now, every time you hear the word of God, on Sundays, on conferences or meetings like that, some people are taking it very loosely. You just come, listen, half the time they're dreaming and then they go off. Compare it with someone who comes with fear and trembling, ready to receive, to live it, not to make mistake. Critically, what is God telling me? Now, this is fear and trembling. Now, some people hear the word of God with fear and trembling. Then they go back, they know what is the thing that I'm going to live. So, coming to Sunday meetings, having heard the word of God, it will either make you a stronger person to live the word of God, or it weakens you. It weakens you. You come with a loose heart, You've just heard the word, you just know something in your mind, you become more intellectual in terms of spiritual knowledge, you get what I mean? But your heart is not moved, not touched. Next time you hear the same thing again, it's not going to touch you. Your heart will have impurities coming in after that. Okay, you get what I mean? I'm telling you what works. I'm giving you the missing link. Why is it sometimes you know, but you can't do it? The missing link is the fear and trembling. It's the intention to work out your salvation. Every time you hear the word of God, hear it with fear and trembling. Looking for the breakthroughs in your life. So train yourself in godliness. Okay?